I spent time with the hybrid backpack 30 liter from Stubble & Co, and I think it'll be their best selling backpack. So in this video, I'll cover the good, the bad, who it's for, and if all of its great strengths are enough to overcome an unfortunate weakness. This is the third Stubble & Co bag that I've tried, along with their adventure pack and their kit bag. And there's a lot of overlap between this and the 30 liter kit bag, the difference being that the kit bag is a duffel convertible, while this one is a proper travel backpack. And here's some stats. Pretty standard across the board, but 30 liters is an interesting size that straddles a pretty fine line. For some, it's the perfect small travel bag that's also small enough to daily carry. But for others, it'll be too small to be a proper travel bag, but also too large to be a daily carry. For me, I'm 5'9", pretty slim, and I fall into the former category. I think this is a great travel bag that's too large to daily carry. But if you're over 6 feet and just jacked, then it may work for you. I mentioned the weakness, so I'll start with that on the exterior, as I'm sure that's what you're most curious about. So you can see this TPU coated side has marks, and this isn't dirt or paint, it's worn away, so you can actually start seeing the ripstop pattern underneath. I only used this bag for 2 months fairly regularly, and I did check it in on a flight or two, and this is how it came out. And I'm just surprised it wore this quickly, or maybe it's more noticeable because the underneath is gray, but I don't know, it just wasn't great. Obviously this won't happen to everybody, but it happened after one trip, and I don't think I was that aggressively rough with the bag. And this is unfortunate because the bag is very strong in other areas with virtually no weaknesses that I can find. On the outside, I loved the looks and the strap comfort. Like the kit bag, it actually competes with the Patagonia Mini MLC, which is still my favorite 30 liter bag of all time. In my opinion, the bag looks really nice. So this panel, like we talked about, is aggressively TPU coated and waterproof. While the side material is still TPU coated, but it's not quite as thick or plasticky. And so these areas didn't really wear like the front did. There's black YKK water sealed zippers and metal hardware, and it just gives it a pretty cool and functional look. And I like that it's built for outdoors without looking too much like a hiking pack. And I definitely used it in the rain, and it held up great. One side has a metal G-hook compression strap and handle, and the other side has the same but with a bottle pocket. And the pocket's a little small and shallow. It only comfortably fits like a 20 to 27 ounce bottle. And this 32 ounce bottle technically fits, but it's pretty tight, and I just wouldn't use it with that. But the compression strap does help keep the bottle in. Moving to the back, the straps are phenomenal and my favorite part of the bag. They're super comfortable. Osprey is the only other brand I've seen designed like this, and there's a reason that I think Osprey has the most comfortable straps on the market. So they stitched these straps on one big piece at the top here, which distributes weight better because the entire weight of the pack is never on a single strap at a given time. And it also allowed the straps to be much wider and have this nice rounded shape, so it didn't come close to irritating my neck, which you guys probably know that's a deal breaker. The straps themselves has a nice contour, breathable air mesh, chest strap, and all of that just made for a very comfortable carry. And this railing is a reflective 3M material, though I don't think you're going to be jogging or biking with this. The back panel is also solid. It's made from the same air mesh as the straps, with nice breathability down the middle. And this piece actually doubles as a vertical luggage pass-through, which is pretty cool. And overall, this hybrid pack is a nice looking, nice performing, and very comfortable bag that just unfortunately had the wear on that outer side. Moving to the inside, I like the quick access pocket and laptop compartment, and disliked nothing really. There's a side quick access pocket. It's very useful when I can sling my bag over my right shoulder on the go and still access. And I used to not care about pockets like this until I used it on Able Carry's bags, and now I definitely understand the use. The top quick access pocket has a pretty decent volume, similar size to a small packing cube, and it was able to fit like a rolled up t-shirt. The bag opens clamshell style to show most of the 30 liters and a bunch of orange. I'm not really a fan of the bright orange, but I know it's really popular. And like their bigger adventure bag, The cool part about this top pocket is it's actually the other side of the quick access. And I really like this feature because I could see all my stuff in there when I was packing, even when the bag was open. It was just a nice little convenience bonus. The bottom pocket fit about 4 rolled up t-shirts, though it was slightly too flat to fit shoes, and I wish it could have been a little bigger so I could separate shoes from the main area. And just a note on this bag's, organization style, it has a good amount of large pockets, but not too many sleeves inside the pockets for chargers or phones or tech, what I would call small organization, if that's what you're looking for. And on this side, nothing fancy except the straps. 30 liters fit about 3 to 6 days worth of clothes, depending on the trip, and I think it was best for a weekend trip unless I packed light. And finally, there's a 16-inch laptop sleeve that I really liked. It's suspended way off the bottom for really good drop protection, and there's a tablet sleeve here, but if I'm nitpicking, a bag at this price should have had microfiber in here. And they have this sleeve that I have no clue what's supposed to be used for, maybe passports, but there's no way I would trust my passport in here without a zipper. Maybe an ID tag. But I loved how large this laptop area opened. I think most companies have it just open at the top, and this was cool because I actually don't travel with my laptop much, so opening this area large allowed me to use it for other things instead of just becoming wasted space when I didn't have a laptop. The pocket does actually have some decent volume, and a lot of times I put slippers or a shirt or something, dirty clothes, and this area actually fit 6 rolled up shirts stacked on top if I wanted it to. Okay, so final thoughts, and who is this hybrid backpack for? So my whole time using it, I was trying to figure out why Stubble & Co. called it hybrid, which suggests a mix between 2 categories. And I think that the pack has the comfort and weather resistance of an outdoor pack without looking like one. It's almost small enough for daily carry, yet large enough for a weekend trip or more. And I think it's ideal for one bag travel because it was just versatile enough to use in almost any condition or location without really looking out of place. However, the one big downside after my personal use was this outer panel just showing wear, which put a damper on an otherwise excellent bag. I just think it shouldn't have worn this quickly. Anyways, comment below if you want a response, let's talk, and subscribe for new videos on Sundays. Thanks!